So today we'll be dealing with the portion, the story of the firebird, the red rabbit, and the endangered tribes, written by Chandrasekhar Rao. So before moving on, I would like to tell you about the postmodern condition or the postmodern attitude about which the writer is trying to take our attention into through his short story. So the most important social trends of the contemporary period are interpreted as giving rise to a polarization between two types of culture and personality, that is the modernistic and the underground. The evidence for these two types can be drawn from the cultural products, psychiatric observations, and the actions uh, of emerging modes of behavior among the people. So, the postmodern man is conceptualized by his recognition of the tension between modernistic and the underground tendencies in his own mind. So, theories of psychological modernization are criticized in the light of this foregoing. So, in the postmodern era, the fragmentation of identity brought about by the modernization and globalization was too profound. So, any narrative was going to tell you only a small part of the story. So, meta narratives had been blown apart into the endless chaos of micro narratives. And now the writers and critics, being perhaps painfully aware that that the postmodernism is real, how they want to know how to live in that reality and how to grasp it. So we have gone from worrying whether uh, there is any reality at all to being overwhelmed by the sheer immensity of the reality that we face. Now moving on into the critical appreciation of the short story, the story of the firebird, the red rabbit, and the endangered tribes. Now, the story is narrated from the first person point of view, with the writer as the protagonist, and with the new year as well as the new millennium just a few hours away, he and his companion Mohini, both of them are out on their usual wanderings, and the Hotel Alpha seems to be their favorite restaurant, and they are enjoying their rotis with the brain curry. Mohini has no problem about it, and while enjoying the curry, she keeps on talking about how once she has seen a ram's head being split open and its brain being pulled out. So, just next to their table outside the window is an iron mesh on which a variety of pigeons are huddled. So, some of they seem to laze around, they just laze around, and some of them spreading their wings and some others simply moving around. So Mohini admires them for being creative even in their laziness. As they talk, she takes out a sociological survey report on women, which declares that, I quote, women with beauty, love, and compassion are becoming an endangered species. Closing the quote. So her friend looks with amusement as Mohini um, releases all her anger at him. And she is a psychologist who works for the welfare of the street children in an NGO, and is very poorly paid, but gains much satisfaction in her job. So she is frustrated at the growing deserts within the minds of these children, that she can understand them completely, because as she says, I quote, there is a desert inside me too, a desert that is impervious to pain, love, or sex. Closing the quote. So here the writer, he knows that she is thinking of what she is thinking about. She is thinking of her sister Kamala, who committed suicide at the age of 18, leaving her alone with their blind mother. So he wants her now, in an effort to make her change her mind. They talk through the streets of the crowded city, buying kites and having fun. And he thinks of the strange relationship that he shares with this interesting girl called as Mohini, and how she had become an integral necessity for him, an integral part of his life to survive this city. Their daily meetings in restaurants and parks, their scooter rides at night, their occasional sexual unions, their intellectual conversation have all made a great difference to the otherwise ordinary life of the writer or the protagonist. So he remembers one day as they lay in a room in a rest house, a bird with pale red wings, a firebird. which is an endangered species, silently moved over Mohini's naked body most fearlessly. And the birds are echoed. Birds are symbolic of rebirth and renewal. Mohini whispered to him as it flew out of the window. So, in the very next day, uh, very next day, Mohanasundaram, a mutual friend, visits them, and he is holding a rare species of rabbit, a red rabbit, which he found in the burial grounds in Venkatapuram. So he narrates to them the tragedy of a tribe of people called as the Beccaries, Begares, Beccaries, who earned their living by cremating the dead. One day they found their huts being destroyed completely by the crushing machines. They are forced to leave the place, and Mohanasundaram, who is a member of an NGO, goes out in search of them. They are not found anywhere, and but instead he gets a red rabbit. Even this rabbit goes, even this rabbit does being run over by a car in the with this being run over by a car. Even this rabbit dies because of the car crash in the terrible traffic of the city. They walk on, only to be horrified to see the sight of human bodies made of terracotta being kept on display on the street side. They are not they are not meant for sale, but are just kept out for display. People come to admire this likeness of these figures and throw money on the sheet spread out in front of it. This too was some kind of creativity, but of a different kind. So they move on. After that, the protagonist and Mohini move on into the darkness of this city. In the middle of a moment of deep physical passion, they are separated by a fire shot, followed by the sound of someone running and the thumping of the heavy boots. And the street turns violent very suddenly, and they find the body of the pregnant woman floating on the waters of the lake. At this moment, uh, the New Year song breaks forth from some distant place in the city, marking another new year or new millennium. So the story attempts to bring out a comparison between number of endangered creatures, the firebird, the red rabbit, and a tribe called as Beccaries, who have all been alienated from the physical world, along with the human mind, the mind of the postmodern man, who's living in this postmodern world, which has similarly become alienated from the self. That is, the mind of the human beings have become alienated from the self because of the frustrated conditions in which this postmodern man lives. So the mind of the man is like a desert, which on one hand is indifferent to the pain and sufferings, while on the other hand is gentle, caring, and tender towards the fellow beings. Mohini's mind is a typical example for this. She is capable of enjoying the brain curry without any disgust, while her tenderness towards pigeons, red rabbit, and the floating dead body of a pregnant woman uh, ruled a it ruled out a totally different aspect of her character. It is this binary aspect of her character or this binary aspect of personality of the postmodern man that the writer tries to highlight through the story. This is a small attempt of making a critical appreciation of the short story by Chandrasekhar Rao, the story of the firebird, the red rabbit, and the endangered tribes. Hope it was helpful for you. Uh, at the the points that I've made at the intro part would be very helpful for you in analyzing the various other parts of the short story. So I have tried to make this appreciation as comprehensive as possible. I have shortened it. Hope you liked the lecture and hope it was very helpful for you. Hope you all prepare well for your exams. Have a nice day. And keep peace of your mind in this scenario. If you like this, please do share it to the maximum of the student community so that it would be helpful for them. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. See you in the very next lecture.